I'm just sat here thinking about the upcoming podcast that I've got that's coming out with Dr. A Says, talking all things chronic UTI, interstitial cystitis, painful bladder syndrome, etc. And it made me realise I forgot to say something to him, which I would love to have got his opinion on, about how ridiculous the diagnosis of ISC or painful bladder syndrome is for us patients. Because when you look at it like this, how I'm just about to describe it, you realise how absurd it actually is. So if you went to your GP because you had a sore throat and they gave you 3 days antibiotics because they said, it's not virus, it's infection, it's 3 days antibiotics, see you later. If you went back to your GP after those 3 days and said, it still really hurts, they would give you more antibiotics. They would give you more antibiotics and they would probably keep going with antibiotics until you felt better, whether that means a different antibiotic, a higher dose, a longer dose, a combo, whatever. That's probably what would happen, right? At no point would they turn around and say, well, you've got painful throat syndrome now. There's nothing we can do about this for the rest of your life. You're going to have a sore throat. We don't know why. It's not an infection because you didn't get better after them 3 days antibiotics. We can't possibly give you any more. So you've got painful throat syndrome. That's it. That is how absurd it is when we get diagnosed with interstitial cystitis or painful bladder syndrome, especially for us patients that know that it's an infection or it's come from infection. It is so frustrating that it's just almost blocked, denied, you're on your own now. Like, even if they say it's painful bladder syndrome, interstitial cystitis, it's going to be caused by infection, histamine, hormones, lesions. We'll figure out what one and help you, but that doesn't happen. It's just deemed a painful condition that they cannot help you with, you cannot control, and that is it for the rest of your life. There is no other organ in the body that I know of, maybe I'm just not educated enough, but I don't know of any other condition where they've named the organ painful ear syndrome, painful throat syndrome. But painful bladder syndrome, yeah, apparently, definitely a thing.